Hello and welcome back. This is a Tudor Pelagos 39 update. I just got this lovely letter from Tudor World Service, Tudor UK Kings Hill Service Centre. Basically, following our recent intervention, we have the pleasure of returning your timepiece to you. Notice they say pleasure and they write timepiece in the same sentence. They also wrote here that they've done they've checked the movement, which is why it went back, and they've also cleaned the bracelet and cleaned the case. They actually haven't. It wasn't asked of them to do it, but they've put down here that they have. Now with the movement, I didn't have a major issue with the fact that the watch was running on average 3 to 4 seconds fast per day. My issue was that it would jump 20 seconds fast at certain times, whatever, for no reason. The amps were quite high. Anyway, the new test shows that the watch is actually worse than when it went. It was averaging 2.1 seconds fast per day. Now it's averaging 2.6. So they've actually made the watch worse. So not quite sure what to do now. I'm going to keep the watch a couple of days at home and see how it's actually running. I've had it 2 hours and it's already a second fast in 2 hours. So that's a big fail. And even though it's titanium and it's easily scratched, they haven't respected the watch. It's got quite a few scratches on it. It's got a lovely doozy inside here on the crease. I don't know if you can see it right there. That wasn't there before. There's a few chips on there. Now, I wasn't happy with this bracelet, but I've been assured this is perfectly normal. So what Tudor is saying is that this movement here is perfectly normal, which is fair enough if that's what they're saying. And then they're also saying that this, in the lock position, that you have the ability to close it down fully, is normal too. Now, me, if I was wearing the watch and I liked it on that setting, and that's the way I liked it, it would be really annoying that every 5 minutes, if I touched it funny, it would go back to the shortest position. But Tudor is saying that is perfectly normal. So we'll leave it at that. That is perfectly normal. Now, when I returned this watch, this 4-month-old watch, it had a sticker on the case back. What Tudor have done to fix the mechanism, they have removed the case back sticker that I left on there. And they've proceeded to give me the watch back with some lovely scratches all over it. You could say I'm being petty, but this is it's not a cheap watch. And if there's scratches on there, I wish I'd put them on there. But the fact that they've peeled off a protective sticker, thrown it away, worked on my watch, and then basically mistreated it like this, and then it gave them pleasure. I mean, what can I say? They've had pleasure playing with my watch. They're also saying that the loom, which I'm not overly happy with, the fact that the loom on the hands is almost non-existent. They're saying that basically the loom on the dial versus the loom on the hands versus the loom on the bezel, they're all completely different, and they're within whatever they're on about. If you test a Rolex loom, you pull it away, you'll see that they're all the same. It's all equidistant. No issue there, but you do it with a new Pelagos, and you see that there's nothing on the hands. Nothing at all. I mean, you can argue the case, but, you know, I can't see any loom on those hands. But they're happy with that. So all I would say is big fail for Tudor. Again, disappointed that they disrespected my timepiece in the way that they did. Every cloud has a silver lining. I did get one of these. They are hard to get. My watch was actually returned on the bracelet in this protective case. Just wish they'd bothered to actually protect the watch while they had it in their possession, but I don't think they bothered. Sorry for the long video. I just wanted to make sure everybody knows that if you send a watch back to Tudor for any form of service and maintenance, be prepared to have your watch mistreated and scratched by somebody who just doesn't. There's another chip missing there. Bear in mind, this is a 4-month-old watch. Well, it's 4 months old. I only wore it for 2 months, and Tudor had it for about 4 weeks. So yeah, just be prepared. You send a watch back to Tudor,